What's up, gamers? Aaron Shack here with the Marvel's Avengers weekly marketplace breakdown. It's February 17th, 2022, and the big thing that's been added to the marketplace is the Marvel Studios Thor Ragnarok costume. So here it is in all its glory. Now, as far as other things that have been added, looks like we got a Hulk takedown here that's utilizing Kate Bishop's portals. And Black Widow really showing some overkill here. Kind of rare that we've seen. This is like maybe the second takedown that's involved her guns. All the other takedowns have been, like fighting styles and her batons and whatnot. There's also a Hero's Catalyst with a 1.5 times XP bonus for 2 hours. Definitely worth picking up. As far as news, the Red Room Takeover event is back. So you get hero set gear, resources, nameplates, and more. And new outfit set been added to the cosmetic vendor. We'll actually go take a look at this right now. That's the Cryonic Current outfit set. Of course, if you didn't get the Captain America outfit last week, that's still there. Everything, nothing really vanishes anymore from the store, which is ultimately a good thing. Everything's perpetually stored. And then, of course, you can see the main menu has kind of changed. They brought up the Red Room background, which looks pretty sick. We do have some news to talk about. Double resources are here all weekend, starting today, the 17th, until the 21st, which is Monday. You get double resources. But I believe I'm like maxed. Hang on, let's see. I'm pretty close. Pretty close to max. Like I'm constantly like boosting things just to use up resources so that I can have more to earn. Okay, here's another thing. Shipments are now 50% off. So yeah, they're marked down from 500 to 250. Kind of wish I had known this, in the first half of the month when they first introduced the Iron Man 3 skin that I have here. And those shipments will be 50% off until March 3rd. And also, hero cards are also 50% off. So your challenge card activations, essentially where you go here and you activate a challenge card for a new character. I mean, of course, I've already bought all the challenge cards for all the existing characters, but if you haven't, for say Black Panther or Spider-Man, maybe you just didn't get around to purchasing their challenge cards, those are 50% off. Red Room Takeover event is here from the 17th until the 3rd, so that's exactly 2 weeks. Some other news that they have here. Some development updates. There's going to be the next major update, patch 2.3. There's going to be checkpoint rewards for the Discordant Sound Raid. They say, we have changed the setup of rewards to drop from major encounters in the raid rather than all at the end. Now that's more akin to Destiny, major encounters, like if there's like a mini boss fight in the middle of the raid, or there's like a difficult puzzle or something, so some sort of combat situation you have to get through. So they're saying there are now 4 instances that the raid will award gear. So now you don't have to worry about getting all the way to the end of the raid without getting kicked or internet dropping out or someone quitting or whatever it may be. This also means the normal raid will drop an additional Claw Minor artifact, though it will not improve your power level. It's a weird thing to note. We are still looking at improving subsequent rewards, and we'll update you when we have that plan finalized. New mission chain panel lists the order at what encounter gives you gear. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Pretty cool. Okay, I'll leave that up on screen for a moment. Reward edits for OLT and Raid. We've added units as a reward to both the mission chain and the mission itself. This means you will earn 1,000 units when you complete it the first time per week, and 500 units for each subsequent completion. Vault and Villain Sector rewards. The rewards for vaults and villain sectors have undergone an overhaul. Vaults no longer need coordinates and can be picked up from the Shield faction mission giver. One weekly elite vault and villain sector will also be part of the weekly updates. I'm not sure I know what that means. One weekly elite vault and villain sector. Oh, okay. So they only want you doing elite ones once a week. That's weird. The missions will always stay on the war table, and their rewards now have a chance to drop exotic variants of their sets. That's exciting. Completing the daily and weekly mission chains gives a higher chance at the exotic. So the more you play by completing the daily and weekly mission chains. Wow. Interesting. So they really want you in here and playing regularly. The weekly elite mission chains will also reward 2 pieces of gear. One will either be melee or ranged, and the other will either be defense or heroic. Gear set that is rewarded from villain sectors is also changed. We'll have more on that later. Stay tuned. They also have a note here. Hero-bound Mega Hives. We'll be making more missions and mission chains hero-bound, including the Mega Hive. Mega Hives will work a little more differently than other hero-bound missions because of the elimination mechanic. If your hero is above power level 140, even if you are knocked out during the Mega Hive, you will be able to claim weekly rewards after completing the hive. Once those rewards are claimed, the mission chain will restart. Even if you are knocked out, you'll be able to claim weekly rewards after completing the hive. Interesting. The first weekly completion per hero for the Mega Hives will grant rewards. If you'd like to claim more rewards on the same hero again, you'll have to wait until the weekly reset. Okay, so fair enough. There's 10 characters on PlayStation, and there's 9 characters on Xbox and PC. So I mean, if you really wanted to replay OLTs, raids, Mega Hives to like grind for really cool gear and stuff, that's a lot of chances. That's a lot of gaming on this game. First weekly completion for hero will grant rewards. Looking forward to going into detail more about these updates and updates to rewards and missions in the future. So those are exciting things. Another thing that they talked about is that they're looking to tweak some of the game systems, and as I just read to you, you're noticing that they're changing up some of the objectives and stuff that are available. They want to make sure that there's more ways for us to unlock units. They want to refresh the rewards for events like Red Room Takeover and Corrupted Vibranium, which I agree is much needed. The Red Room Takeover is neat because it does give us this exotic hero set gear that you see right here. And that drops for everybody once you complete all these little bits right here. So that's for all heroes. They're 120 plus, which all mine are 150 plus. that's like the only real good thing. I mean, these other objectives, surging set gear is great and all, but like I really just don't enjoy grinding some of these events anymore. So this patch that I've been talking about, 2.3, is planned to release sometime in March of 2022, this year. Nick Fury is also going to return to lead S.H.I.E.L.D. and coordinate further Avengers Initiative missions alongside Director Hill. So that's exciting in terms of like storyline and just like, he's kind of a character that's been like MIA throughout the game. So I think having some sort of narrative where we explore like, okay, well, Nick Fury, we know we saw him a little bit during the Future Imperfect stuff, and we saw him during Vaults and stuff occasionally, and just little things as we were playing the single player storyline. But then like he just kind of faded away. So it's like it's really cool that they're actually going to explore that. I think this game does need a lot more narrative and story events happening. As far as other things, they're also going to rework the war table and the mission select system, changing how to find, select, and launch missions on the leveling journey throughout Avengers Initiative, which is basically what we use now when we go to the war table. Once you've completed the main story, you just pull up Avengers Initiative here. Oh, okay. Yeah. So this is the current way. You just like tab over a certain mission, select it, change the difficulty, whatever it may be. So they're changing that. Our primary goal is to improve the flow for new players to reduce frustration in the leveling process. More organized and interactive experience will also create larger, more concentrated matchmaking pools for higher level players, which has been the large complaint that I've had, is like when I go to the OLT and like I can't even find someone to matchmake with, like, and it's like one of the main end game events for us to be playing. It's disturbing. We're also taking the opportunity to use what we learned in the past year to further balance gear perks. We've seen some amazing builds and plan on creating an even wider variety of powerful builds to discover and play. They'll be making gear sets earnable through a wider set of play activities to give you more options to hunt for the perfect build in your own way, which is good because it almost seems like the OLT and the raid are like the best ways, but don't forget about the priority threat sector here that drops exotic gear. Don't forget about like tachyon rifts, and hopefully they'll be talking about, specific gear in Wakanda that's relating to like Sonic and vibranium energy, or maybe even the beating the odds villain sector here, which usually drops a lot of cosmic gear. They're very proud of the shipment system that was added in the previous patch, but they do recognize that it had a major impact on the units economy because, I mean, essentially, you're going in here and you're spending a large amount. I think it's like 50,000 units per character. So like now I only have 50k left. So I only have enough for next month's character. But then if there's like a sale or something where all of a sudden these boxes are going to be marked down by half, I mean, I feel cheated that I learned this now because I wanted the Iron Man 3 skin like right away, so I just bought all 100, and there we go. Let's see. Also in the last update, they experimented with allowing players to earn weekly rewards from completing the Omega level threat and the raid for each of their heroes, not just once per account. So like all 9 or 10 characters based on whatever platform you're on. You know, that's a lot of times to be able to get some pretty good loot for OLTs and raids for all of your characters. So they're planning to extend that per hero system to mega hives in the next update, which we already kind of discussed. But I mean, it's good to just recap all this. It's a lot of information. They're going to prioritize critical bugs and improve stability of the raid, player feedback, where they need to make tuning adjustments. So while they're not ready to talk about the next formal roadmap, as I've said, the next full roadmap, they can share news about the next update and how they're improving and changing the game in the near and medium term. So, I mean, it sounds like in terms of the roadmap, I know a lot of people are probably disappointed, and I am too, to an extent. I mean, I feel like January or February would have been a really good time to finalize the roadmap and have us know like what characters, what content, what events and stuff can we expect throughout the year. And that kind of gives you an idea of like also the health of the game, because they also kind of been radio silence since Spider-Man dropped. I mean, they just kind of dropped new characters in the marketplace and call it a day. So I mean, the game is like pretty much entirely monetarily supported by the marketplace and not really dropping any sort of like multiplayer, single player content, narrative experiences for us with any of the characters.
Want a new look? I can help.
Etc. Just kind of rewashing some of the same events. So yeah, these are the cryonic currents, and I got this one for Cap. I thought it looked pretty cool, and I do like Black Widows. So yeah, these will be rotating out through the shop every week. So I guess you might get another chance next week to pick up more of this gear set. That's what you're interested in. And then this is going to refresh in 22 hours. But yeah, as you can see, thanks to me just buying stuff over the past year or so, and of course the shipments sort of dropping lots of nameplates and very occasionally some skins, I've been able to collect
Not gonna fund my coffee habit?
almost everything that poor Chastity, I think was their name.
You don't need
Yeah.
a new outfit, but you
Chastity
can
McBride.
want one.
Yeah. Been able to pretty much collect everything she sells, which makes me feel a little bad. But yeah, we got our characters here, and pretty much everybody's like 150, 151. I do have some better gear that I can equip on them to probably boost them up a couple of levels, but like I'm really enjoying where the ratings are and where the perks are at this time. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you found all this information helpful and informative. We kind of have an idea of where the game's going in the future, and so it's kind of just a small bite to be excited about, or to sort of theorize about what the future of this looks like. I don't even know what the projection is to like expect a new character if we haven't even gotten a roadmap. Like I felt like a new character would have come by March or April, because for most players, Black Panther back in August of 2021 was the last character that you got if you're not on PlayStation, and you didn't get Spider-Man, you know. So it's the pain stings quite a bit for a good 2/3 of the audience here of gamers that are playing this game. So my just best guess would be like, wow, if they dropped a character in March, that'd be incredible. But I guess my projection now is like April or May, and like, what does it mean? How many characters are we gonna get this year if we're already probably going into March without a character unless they just really drop one on us. They're like, hey, we've had this one ready, here it is. But like if they drop the roadmap in like March or April, we almost have to expect that means a character is a few months away from that. I don't know. It all depends on the approvals. I know all this stuff probably has to be forwarded up the chain to Marvel, and I'm sure there's a whole process there. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give us a like. Let me know what you're thinking about the game in the comments. What are some of your perspective thoughts of the future of the game? What do you think of some of these updates that we've kind of gone through in detail here? And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do. We do a wide variety of content, as well as a lot of Marvel's Avengers content, a lot of comic book content related to video games and such. And I have a podcast called the Shackcast, and all my links are in the description down below for social media and various things that I do, blogging, podcasting, all that sort of stuff. And don't forget to ring that notification bell when you subscribe so that you don't miss a single video or live stream or podcast episode. I want to thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.